Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Dario and this is Luhle, and today we'll be talking to you about our latest special release called Project Next Gen. This is a project very special to us. It's an annual release with a partner farm of ours in Costa Rica called Volcan Azul, and it's normally an anaerobic natural geisha, which it is this year as well. This project is very special to me personally because it started when my little girl was born, and it was originally called the Liliana Project after her. And since then I've had a little boy, and Alejo the farmer has had a daughter of his own, so we felt it fitting to call it Project Next Gen, and the focus of this is to shine a light on our practices as a business and Alejo's practices, where we're basically looking to the future. We're building a business for the long term, hoping that it will be generational. Alejo's family are already into their 5th generation of coffee farmers, where I'm generation 1 of this business, and hopefully my kids will be interested in taking it over one day. But it's more about the concept of sustainability and building something for the future. So this year's coffee is an anaerobic natural geisha from Alejo's farm. It's from a beautiful block of coffee at high altitude. It's about 1,800 meters. I was there last year eating cherries from these exact trees, and I can tell you the fruit is a good indication of the quality of this coffee. It is absolutely delicious. Quite a funky coffee this year.
Yeah. I would describe the profile of this coffee as like a very fun and playful coffee, which I guess is very fitting for the concept that we have here. And this profile has been the same, I won't say the same, but has consistently been similar the past couple of years. I remember the first Liliana I bought in 2021, which is like similar profile anaerobic natural geisha from Volcan Azul, which obviously we keep as a theme, and that coffee was very fun and playful to work with. I think the notes of this coffee would be like grape soda, big coffee. It's a very complex cup, so yeah, we've been really enjoying it from a profile perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the goal of this coffee, as you say, is to keep it fun and playful, but also high quality and always amazing value for money. I think that's one thing that we can talk about with this coffee is just the bang for the buck. You know, it's one of our cheapest geishas every year, and it's on purpose. You know, we want more people to get to taste this coffee. We've also shipped this coffee to more places this year. Sure. At least 5 or 6 countries have had the Project Next Gen this year, and it's cool to be able to share these coffees far and wide.
100%. And this coffee is very versatile as well. We are brewing it as a filter coffee here with the April brewer, but we've had incredible espressos with it. I think this is a coffee that could play and fare very well in barista competitions, as well as lower price point, but shows the high quality at which Alejo and the team are producing at Volcan Azul.
Absolutely.
So yeah, super stoked.
How are you brewing this coffee at the moment?
So yeah, I'm actually done brewing now. Very short recipe here. It's 2 pours, 100 grams of water with a 14-gram dose of coffee. Okay. So that's about a 1:15 ratio, if my math is correct. And I'm aiming at 2:30 to 2:45 or 3 minutes brew time here. This is the recipe that we follow for a single cup serving at the cafe, and also a single cup serving I follow at home. It's proven to be super consistent across the board with our coffees, but particularly with this one, we find it to really extract really well the big notes in which we're looking for, but still maintains a very clean cup, which is what we enjoy in our coffees.
Amazing. I know we're brewing this as espresso as well.
Yep.
What is your approach to this particular coffee on espresso?
So with anaerobic naturals or these big heavy processed coffees, we do enjoy much faster shots. So at the moment we are brewing the coffee at about 22 to 24 seconds, 22 to 23 seconds, with 20-gram dose, bigger baskets, and stretching out the yield. So I'm looking at about 55 out. So it's a very stretched out yield, getting out more of those big notes in the coffees, and it's making, again, for a clean espresso, but it's quite complex. And with the addition of milk, it's incredible.
It's a beautiful coffee.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Should we taste?
100%.
I'm thirsty. It smells amazing.
Yeah.
It's got like it reminds me of like a bubblegum ice cream, but with other stuff going on at the same time, just in terms of the aroma. Yo, that is delicious.
That is delicious.
Very high sweetness. I would say probably a medium acidity. The texture is quite silky.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
Yeah, straight up delicious. And that's the main thing with these coffees, is that especially with the anaerobic naturals that we get from Volcan Azul and other farms as well, they're coffees that are easy to work with, easy to get flavor out of. So no matter how we brew them, we're most likely going to end up with a delicious cup, which is, end of the day, is what is most important over flavor notes.
And for those of you who are interested, we're brewing this coffee with water that is at 120 ppm. We're using third wave water, but diluting it down a bit further. So 1 sachet into about 3.2 liters of water. You can pick up some third wave water on our website, which is really cool. From a roasting perspective, I took a slightly different approach with this coffee this year. Volcan Azul coffees enjoy a bit of a higher end temperature compared to some of our other coffees. And this year I wanted to try and tame the booziness of this coffee. The more color you tend to put on these types of coffees, the more boozy they become. And if I was talking about fruit characteristics in coffee, I prefer fresh fruit characteristics over stewed fruit or caramelized fruit. So the adjustments were made throughout the roast profile, but the end result is a coffee with a slightly longer total time after crack, but a lower end temperature. And I think we've reached a really nice balance of sweetness, acidity, and those fruit characteristics are really, really good without too much booze in the finish. So I'm pretty happy with that.
I guess to add on, in the context of the brewer, with that information, I think you'd really benefit from grinding coarser with this coffee, and maintaining that clean cup at the end. So yeah, so I think very cool to be able to correlate the two parts of roasting and brewing.
Last year we had so many people who didn't get to buy this coffee, it sold out so fast, so we bought a lot more of it this year. We have only a few batches left to roast, so we are close to the end by the time this video comes out. If you're interested in tasting it, jump on our website and go and grab a bag. For our local South African customers, you're getting amazing value for money, and for our international customers, our shipping options are very affordable, landing this coffee with you probably at a similar price to what you would pay for this particular coffee from a European roaster. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you in the next one.
Happy days.